Hey, welcome back to Grumpy Acres. If you couldn't tell by the title of the video, this is a Homestead boot review. We're going to review some boots that we used on the Homestead. And if you look at the thumbnail, they failed. And they failed quite spectacularly, to be honest with you. Well, to be completely honest with you, they failed after about 2.5 years. These boots are almost 2.5 years old. They are the Grunden's men's boots. They are primarily marketed for commercial fishermen. They've got a real aggressive tread on the bottom, and they're easy to get on and off. But I was looking for some boots for the Homestead, and I'll put the link to the video right up here. You can pause, you go watch that if you want. Actually, I'll put it on the card at the end too. But I reviewed them. I got them, and I might give you my initial thoughts on it. And I meant to do a review long before this, but I just never had a chance to. But so I figured, since they're kind of at the end of their life, I would let you know how well they did. As you can see, they're 2.5 years old, and the sole's starting to come apart. There's holes in the top here that water can get into. That was the first indication that something was wrong when I started getting wet socks. But and then the neoprene and all that's torn up. Now, to be honest, the reason the neoprene's all torn up is because Freya, and she's right over there, her and Dolly are over there by the car. Freya's the little black one, in case you didn't know. That one right there. She was a puppy, and she decided they would make a fantastic chew toy. So she chewed them up, and that was like 2 months after I got them. So I was not happy, but I dealt with it, right? But, you might be thinking, 2.5 years, how much they cost? I think, if I remember correctly, I paid about $110 when I first got them. I was looking recently to replace them, and the cost is about $130 now, which isn't bad for a Homestead boot, especially one that lasted as long as these did, and especially considering how much I wore them. Guys, literally, for the last 2 years, I wore these almost every single day. I put these things through the ringer. If you're on a commercial fishing boat and you've got these, you're definitely not doing what I did to them. But they work great. They're comfortable. They did last a long time, considering everything that I put them through. They did last. And one of the reasons why I'm making this video is because I was like, they're $130 now. That's going to be real expensive. So, what if I get a boot that's half as expensive and it lasts as long? Well, I bought a pair that said they were 12 and they were made in China. It's kind of hard to find American-made boots at a reasonable price anymore. But they were made in China, and they said they were size 12, and I put them on, and they were a size too small. I mean, they were literally uncomfortable. With these are big enough that I can wear a nice pair of thick wool socks in the wintertime and not have any problem getting them on and off. Whereas the ones I bought were extremely uncomfortable whenever I did that. So I ended up giving those to my son. And even though these failed, and I'm sitting here telling you they failed, even though they failed, I bought another pair. I went ahead and paid the money, the extra money that costs now, and I figured that it was worth it. You get a good pair of muck boots, you're going to pay twice as much for a good pair of muck boots. And quite frankly, the boots with the tall shafts on them, I find those extremely hard to get on and off because I've got really big calves. So I like the ankle boot type of models. But I'm still wearing these on days that it's not raining. I wear them because they work and they do a good job. The only thing I did to make them better was Angela. I don't know. I have to show you. So if you can see down inside there, let's see if I can see that silver. That's a special boot insert that they make to help during cold weather. And I'm gonna do another video on how to stay warm on the cheap. You can spend a lot of money buying really expensive gear to keep you warm, and you really don't need to. You can do some cheap hacks and get the same effect out of it. So, you know, I'm going to make another one like that. Maybe wait till it's snowing so it's more dramatic for you guys. But there it is. There's the 2-year review of the Grunden boots. They failed because I abused the heck out of them. I'm extremely pleased with them. Seriously, even though I had to buy a new pair after 2.5 years, extremely pleased with them. The new ones, same quality. Hopefully Fred doesn't get the neoprene stuff. The neoprene's really handy when it's snowed a little bit, so the snow doesn't get down inside your boot. But I would highly recommend them. In fact, I recommend them so much that there's a link to them in our Amazon store, which is in the description down below. If you want to check them out, you can go look at the specs and everything and see if it's something that you would want to buy or maybe get as a gift for somebody. And if you buy from our Amazon store, you help us out because we're an affiliate at that point. You know, do what you want to do. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Do all that other stuff so you know how to get back here if you're just stumbling on the page. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. If you ever use these, or if you've got a favorite pair of muck type boots that you like using, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll share it with everybody, and we'll take a look at it, and we'll see what happens from it. All right, guys, listen. Go out. Make sure when you lay your head on the pillow at night that you have done at least one thing during the day that makes your position as far as survival and preparedness better than whenever you woke up, and go out and live a life done free. Take care. Thanks, Milo.